Shattered Vale is the brand new map in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, where our main characters head towards a mansion, meeting the Sam AI and giving her the Sentinel artifact. Did this map flop, or did it fly? Ladies and gents, spanks and danks, how are we doing today? Today I will be reviewing the brand new map Shattered Vale, telling you guys about my honest opinions, and I do have one major gripe with this map that I will talk to you guys a little bit about at the end of the video. But in the meantime, I want to do a little overview on the map, walk through the map in detail, and see what lies ahead in the Mansion of Doom. As you spawn in, you will see a lot of greenery around you, trellises with leaves around them, a beautiful garden. If you make a 180, you will see Liberty Falls right below you, a little cute little detail. But reality begins to set in when you look a little below you and see dead soldiers and blood splattered across the floor, and zombies ready to hunt you down yet again. You will have two paths that you can pick off of spawn. If you pick the left path, you will walk through a gardening area where later on you will grow dark ether plants for a Mark II variant. You will also have a quick revive machine. If you pick the right path, you will walk into an open field with conduits leading to a center pad. You will also have speed cola on this side. After buying two doors on either side, you will be met with the Mansion of Doom. In this area, you will come across many abandoned military personnel vehicles, with more dismembered soldiers scattered across the plain, and a water fountain not filled with water, but blood. After opening the front doors of the mansion, your eyes will be focused on a little small detail, and that's the ginormous T-Rex skeleton. This room is vast, with tall ceilings, more zombies, more blood, and two more paths that you can pick. On the left path, you will have two perk machines. You will have PhD Flopper and Death Perception. On this path, you will be zigzagged into many rooms, such as Richtofen's room, kids' rooms, and a guest bedroom. Walking this path, you will come across many computers, toys, and destruction of an unfortunate event. Now, if you pick the right path, you will have two perk machines as well, which are Stamina and Elemental Pop. This path will lead you through a library with books scattered across the floor and an ominous painting of a man staring at the intruder. After buying three doors from either path, you will be led to the back of the mansion, where we are finally reunited with Double Tap.
Cowboys can't shoot slow, or they'll end up below. When they need some help, they reach for the root beer shell.
The back of the mansion also has more rooms, such as the wine cellar, a kitchen, and an elevator room, where we will have to find two parts to repair so we can descend down to the Sam AI. A secret bunker underneath the mansion where the Sam AI is kept also holds the Pack-a-Punch machine and an armory with the Ray Gun Mark II locked behind a glass case. You will also be confronted with a teleporter that leads you straight back to spawn, where the carnage will continue. This mansion is full of many secrets, such as a ghost stalking you from the windows of the mansion, secret doorways with treasure on the other side, and paintings that you can traverse into, reliving past events that unfolded in this mansion. This mansion also has some returning wonder weapons, such as the Mark II and the Wonderwaffe. The Mark II is back with three different variations, such as a shotgun variation, a marksman rifle variation, or a sniper, whatever you want to call it, and an SMG variant. Each one of these variants has some sort of passive ability, such as the SMG variant, where if you shoot a horde, they will explode into a blue flame. The shotgun variant, if you kill a zombie, there's a chance that he will drop an orb that you can stand on, making you immune to any sort of damage. and the sniper variation, which can turn a zombie into a puddle of acid, making any sort of zombie that steps into the acid die immediately, and making its return the Wonderwaffe back and as good as it was in World at War. Nothing much has changed from this wonder weapon besides the animation of the electricity traversing from one zombie to the next. It's so satisfying. There are also two brand new enemies such as the acid zombies, which now take over the max ammo rounds. These guys are tough. They all super sprint towards you, they all spawn in hordes, and if you kill them they will explode into an acid bomb and will slow you down temporarily. We also have the returning disciple, who is now an elder disciple, who can transform zombies a lot faster than usual. For example, a parasite can turn a zombie into a doppelgast twice as fast than usual, making this boss an essential target before hitting any other zombies. This elder disciple can also turn any zombie it controls into vermin if not killed properly. So that is a mini overview of the map. Now, what are my opinions on the map? What do I think of this map? I'm going to start with the look of the map. I think Treyarch is allergic to creating bad looking maps. They are also great at making every part of the map a part of either a side Easter egg or a main quest or creating the wonder weapon. For example, on the right side of spawn, this is the area where you'll have to complete steps to get your SMG variant for the Ray Gun Mark II. And on the left side of spawn, you can grab a part for your shotgun quest on your Ray Gun Mark II, and this area fully unlocks your acid Ray Gun Mark II variant as well. But so far in Black Ops 6, each and every one of the maps and all of the rooms have an importance to a certain objective, which I absolutely adore. One change that I definitely did not see coming were new enemy types that would take over the max ammo rounds, and these are the acid zombies. I think these guys are absolutely so fun to kill, and it brings that sort of fear back into zombies, where you think you have enough health and you think you have enough armor, but as soon as you have these zombies sprinting towards you and enough of them explode in your face, you're down to like 50 health. And that is the type of fear that I crave in zombies. I don't want to just play zombies and be all cocky and shit. No, I want to play and I want to feel some sort of emotion, whether it's fear or excitement, and these guys hit that mark. And my next point I'm going to bring up is the lack of special enemies. This map I thought was a little too easy at first, just because I don't have like 30 amalgams running at my face, but wow, this is a breath of fresh air. Having only zombies and bugs running after you instead of 5 special enemies spawning in around minimum, it makes my playstyle, which I really like to train, a lot more accessible in this map. But I do like the fact that they can still spawn in, so it's up to the player and how they kill the zombies or kill the bugs, depending on how many special enemies spawn in around. And the next enemy I want to talk about is the Elder Disciple. The concept of like a wizard zombie manipulating other zombies and having them transform into different enemies faster is such a cool concept in my eyes that actually works on this map. Because of the lack of special enemies that spawn in, with this Elder Disciple, it brings back the fear and the annoyance of 5 doppelgasts running after you. So, what do? You absolutely demolish the Elder Disciple before you even touch any other zombies. But depending on the type of play style you have or what you do to kill this Elder Disciple is up to the player. This enemy is definitely my top 3 favorite enemies in Black Ops 6. Moving on to the wonder weapons. We have 2 returning wonder weapons, the Wonderwaffe and the Ray Gun Mark II, with 3 brand new variants that I've already mentioned. But starting off with the base version of the Ray Gun Mark II, there are 2 ways of receiving this weapon. You can either get it from the mystery box, or you can do a little side quest, which in my eyes is very fun and very accessible to any sort of player. It is challenging but rewarding at the same time. My favorite part is when you get your word from the printer and you have to run into the kids' room and depict what the code is to unlock this bloodthirsty amalgam on the other side of this door. As soon as you defeat this amalgam, you will be rewarded with his arm. Then you go back to the vault, use his arm to open up the glass sealed case, and voila! your Mark II. This version of the ray gun Mark II is a classic, but this map is pushing you towards unlocking the different variations of this wonder weapon. And I think each one of these variants of the ray gun Mark II is fun and unique in their own way. For example, the shotgun variant is very good towards special enemies if they end up spawning in, but the downside to the shotgun is that if you shoot hordes, you're only killing like 2 zombies at a time, which is not good at all. The next variant, the sniper variant, is good for taking care of larger hordes if it procs its special ability with the acid pool, but in later rounds this acid pool doesn't immediately kill zombies, it only ticks their health. So it's not really the best, but it's still fun to use in my opinion. And by far the best variant, the SMG variant, where it's a fully automatic ray gun. It has amazing damage towards the Elder Disciple and zombies in higher rounds. I'm hoping that the other 2 ray gun variants do get a buff in the future, but I do have fun using those other 2 variations. Another great thing that I could talk about with these ray gun Mark II variants is how you get them. Each of the variants are very unique on getting them. With the sniper ray gun, you have to grow flowers and protect them from zombies smacking them. With the shotgun variant, you have to go around the map finding these 2 mirrors and an ether bomb, unlocking a whole new area with this ginormous turd of a statue bigger than the one in the toilet from Varus. You will have to kill 3 doppelgas and then you get your canister. Then finally with the SMG variant, which is the most tedious one in my opinion, you will have to control this abomination to have them electrocute these 3 rocks and headbutt all 3 of them. Then you have to protect this middle ground from vermin jumping inside of it. And afterwards you get your canister. I gotta say, one map that did this very well as well is Citadel de Mor with the swords. I love getting each and every one of the swords. Yes, one of them could be tedious, but is fun at the end of the day. You want that challenge in the game. Yeah, you don't want it to be an easy breeze, and sometimes, yeah, it could be annoying to get something, but that is a part of the challenge, and it is a part of the game. Almost every game I play, I always get each of these ray gun variants, even if I only use one of them, but I still enjoy getting them. A quick disclaimer, I have never played Black Ops 4, so I don't really know much of the older variants of the ray gun Mark II on the Alpha Omega map, I think is what it's called. So I'm only going to be talking about these variants and not comparing them to past ray guns. But overall, these weapons are so fun to use. You actually need to have skill with these wonder weapons, which I love. Wonder weapons where it's not just a point and shoot and then Bob's your brother. But moving on to the Wonderwaffe. This beauty of a wonder weapon is back and is as fun to use as it was back in World at War. There are 2 ways you can get the Wonderwaffe. You can either get it from the box.
Oh, come on, come on.
Yes!
Oh
Yes! 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 I got it! I got it! Or you can do a small little side Easter egg, which is a callback to this cutscene where Richtofen is using the Wonderwaffe and gets taken and teleported by the Sam AI. You are now fighting that purple mist, and in the end, will drop you the Wonderwaffe. And yes, I know I'm calling it the Wonderwaffe, I grew up saying it, so get over it! As I said with the ray gun Mark II variants, you will need skill to use this gun. Unless you're camping in a corner, then there's not really much skill, you're just kind of pointing and shooting. But if you're training like me in this clip, you will need to know how many zombies each one of these shots will kill. As I said, you can get the Wonderwaffe from the box, which is my next point I want to transition to, is the mystery box is back. In my opinion, this map brings the mystery box back. You have 3 wonder weapons that you can get from the box. You have the ray gun Mark II, and the Wonderwaffe. If you don't want to do any side Easter eggs that involve the ray gun Mark II or the Wonderwaffe, you can either use a wonder bar or just gamble your points to hopefully get one of the 2 weapons that you are wanting. Oh wait, what? Not in this video, is it trivia time? Trivia time! How many wonder weapons are in this game, excluding the Bastard Sword, the base version of the Ice Staff, and the 3 variants of the Ray Gun Mark II? Is it A, 8, B, 6, C, 9, or D, 10? The answer is D, 10. Sticking to items that have returned is the beloved double tap. The base version of this perk only increases the rate fire of your weapon, but the augments on this perk are absolutely incredible. And not only are the augments of this perk really good, but they work in tandem with other perks as well. For example, I like to use on double tap, double impact, and double time, which increases the rate of fire even more, and double hits on the same target in quick succession deal more damage. If I pair that with Deadshot Daiquiri, I further increase critical damage and increase damage to armor pieces. I'm throwing out bullets even faster so more enemies are dying. On Elemental Pop, I like to use Chillberry, slightly reduces all ammo mod cooldowns. With the amount of bullets I'm firing, my ammo mods are gonna pop like crazy. And with Death Perception, small chance that a body shot becomes a critical shot. If you have the right augments on each one of your perks and they work in tandem with other perks as well, you are going to be a killing machine. Alright, now that I'm done glazing double tap, let's talk about the side Easter eggs. Some of the side Easter eggs are very good, some of the side Easter eggs are very meh, and one of them is so out of pocket and so extra, I have to have a full section about it. As of right now in this video, these are the side Easter eggs that most people have found. I think that's the whole map has been accomplished at this point. But the first side Easter egg that I want to talk about, which is by far my favorite on this map, is the bedtime Easter egg. The concept where you fall asleep in another man's bed and wake up and all the zombies are just daydreaming. You have to sneak by them, grab a key, and unlock a box with amazing rewards is something that I will be doing every single game for my setup. The next one is the jump scare Easter egg. With a thermal scope on your gun, you will need to look around the mansion and find the stalker 5 separate times. After doing that, come to this mirror right here and BAM! Jump scare with a reward at the end of it. I never thought that I'd be doing a jump scare Easter egg every game just so I can get some rewards, but why not? Then we had to rebuild Mr. Peak, and he gives us a pet vermin that ends up turning into a doppelgast. This side Easter egg is definitely a one and done for me. So is ringing this bell 115 times just so you can get a free perk. Absolutely ridiculous. And all of you whose favorite gun is the Marine SP shotgun and have waited for a side Easter egg just for this gun, well, today is somehow your lucky day. All you have to do is shoot this deer head. It tells you which field upgrade to use, and then you use that field upgrade to get kills. Kill this mangler, and then boom, your weapon is upgraded. You can do this weapon all the way up to gold rarity and Pack-a-Punch 3 rarity, but like the Marine SP shotgun, really? Who is this side Easter egg for? Apparently for people who love the Marine SP shotgun. I'm happy for you guys, truly. Then we have the most messed up side Easter egg I've ever had to go through. If you guys hate vermin so much, this side Easter egg is just for you. You have to find this baby vermin, shoot some acid onto it, throw it in the microwave, then suck it up into the vents and watch blood spew out throughout the entire mansion. Go into Chopper Gunner and shoot all of the areas where the blood is coming out of, and then you get a fog rolling in side Easter egg. This side Easter egg is 100% a gag Easter egg, one and done. You don't even get many rewards. Hell, you don't even get any rewards for it other than the satisfaction of you murdering a baby. Shame on you. And the last side Easter egg is you can turn the SAM AI into a trap, shooting out red lasers, killing zombies in an instant. Which is the next thing I want to talk about, is the traps on this map. I personally, back in the old Zombies days, loved using traps. Whether it was the flogger from Shinonuma or the electric traps, I just loved using traps. It is a classic element that has been in Zombies since the beginning. So how are the traps on this map? Well, with the SAM AI, I think that it's alright. In the area that it's in, it's open enough to where you can kind of train, but zombies are spawning in all over the place, so it's kind of useful, but it's still a cool concept. But there are 2 traps that I use almost every single game, one of which is the microwave trap from when you're growing the flowers for the Mark II variant, and it is so useful, only for 750 points. Another trap that I like to use a lot of when it comes to the acid zombie rounds is the trap in spawn. This is just OP. You can camp in the back of spawn because no zombies coming from behind you. You can just light this trap up and every zombie in the spawn area will die immediately. There are other traps around the map, like more microwave traps and dark ether field traps around the map, but these are the ones that stick out to me the most. Thank you, Treyarch, for putting good traps in the game. Thank you. I got 2 more things to talk about in this video, and one of which is the main quest. Now, this main quest takes heavy inspiration from the Citadel Daymore Easter egg. Now, what do I mean by that? Pretty simple. On Citadel, you have to get all 4 of the swords, do certain quests for each of the swords, then you get an orb that you need to fill up, and then you're at the final boss. On this map, you have to get 3 variations of the ray gun, do certain quests for each one of the ray gun variations. While doing these steps, you are filling up the Sentinel artifact, but you turn into a ghost buster and you start sucking souls of ghosts to fill up the Sentinel artifact. Then once the Sentinel artifact is filled, then you're at the boss. Personally, Citadel Daymore did this formula way better than on this map. On that map, you have more steps, such as getting incantations for each of the swords, and other steps outside of filling the orb. On this one, it's a much more simpler version of the Citadel Daymore Easter egg, which is fine. I still think that this Easter egg is very good. Are there tedious steps? Yes. Do I want tedious steps? Absolutely. I don't want an Easter egg or a main quest, whatever you want to call it, be a breeze through the park. I want to struggle. Even if the boss is extremely difficult, I still want to climb those steps, reaching the final boss and earning that skin for Carver. Elements from this Easter egg that I like is the more steps you accomplish, the more of the mansion you open, turning into a portal from a past event, or secret doors or cellars waiting to be unlocked. This is a mansion. I want this mansion to have many secrets, and I think it has a decent amount. Do I wish that there were maybe like 3 or 4 more hidden rooms or secret elements that a normal person wouldn't find? Yes, but I am still pleased with what we have. Other steps that I do like from the Easter egg that are somewhat challenging is when you're forced to use Ether Shroud. Now yes, there are many spots around the map where these books could be found, but if you go down into the Sam AI room, the Pack-a-Punch room, you will find a free ether canister, which gives you another chance to go and find your book, which is such a cool element. And the final little detail that is pivotal to your progression are soldiers with equipment that can progress Easter egg steps without having to spend any scrap. This is brilliant. Small little details like this that can progress the player even faster and further into the Easter egg are details that I hold very close to my heart. It can offer you a strategy for what you can do in every single one of your playthroughs, and adds that a little extra enjoyment with it. Once you fill the Sentinel artifact, you give it to the Sam AI and you find out that you are getting double crossed. I think that my 1-year-old child could have seen this coming. Our characters are so dumb and so whatever. I don't even want to talk about the story mode in this game. I don't even care. I just like playing the maps and doing the Easter eggs. But we're obviously double crossed and then we're thrown into a cutscene. Like I said, I'm not really much of a story guy, but seeing Richtofen back just gave me chills I haven't felt in a very long time. After this cutscene is finished, we are thrown into the final boss, the Z-Rex. This boss is my favorite boss in the game. Just right out the gate, this boss is my favorite in the game. I didn't think that the final boss of this map would actually be a T-Rex, let alone a Z-Rex, but the fact that this boss is so well balanced. It is very challenging, but very fair. If you come into this fight unequipped and unready for the fight, you suck. It's your fault that you failed. Or if you're just an absolute boss and you don't need any handicaps, good for you. But you need to be prepared for this fight. On every single one of these Easter eggs or main quests in this game, partway through the boss, he'll give you free max ammo. This guy gives you nothing at all. There will also be zombies that are spawning in, but the perfect amount. Not too many zombies that you can't handle with the T-Rex coming after you. And they can also be beneficial. If you have the mod on stamina up where equipment kills makes you super sprint, these zombies will be pinnacle when the Z-Rex starts sprinting after you. Your super sprint alone is slower than the Z-Rex. So if you have this augment on, it will save your life. But going back to the Z-Rex, he can eat zombies and turn them into acid zombies, poking out of his rib cage and spewing out of his mouth. If you shoot the ones from his rib cage, you will do significant amount of damage to him. As the fight goes on, the Z-Rex will get harder and harder. And no, don't take that sexually, but he is going to be super duper sprinting after you. He'll be doing a lot more damage, and he could spew out acid that could slow you down in your tracks, which is a heavy inconvenience. The last thing I wanted to talk about this boss fight is the arena itself. Simple, yes, but with stone pillars dividing you from the zombies or the Z-Rex are a perfect addition for the fight. Calling back to the beginning of this video, I said that I had one major gripe with this map. Now, what is that exactly? As of right now, we have 5 maps in this game. We will have one more map after this called Janus Towers, which is a hop, skip, and away from Shattered Vale and Liberty Falls. So what's my big problem? Is that we have 3 maps within a 1-mile vicinity. If they're gonna make this into a transit map, why? There really wouldn't be a point, but if they do, I won't be too quick to judge. I just don't see why they would make this into a transit map. It wouldn't serve any purpose. We've already been to these 2 maps before, and for me, it just kind of sucks. Going back to Black Ops 1, the first map we have Keynote or Toten. We are in the Theater of the Dead, one of the most iconic maps of all time. Then after that we have the Pentagon, where you can be our deceased president, John F. Kennedy. Then we go to Ascension, a rocket site that has 115 in these rockets. Then we go to Antarctica, where we have George Romero sprinting after us. Then after that, we go to Shangri-La, a non-existent place where it's all about peace and serenity that is brutally interrupted by zombies. And last but not least, we go to the moon. Now, why am I saying this? Well, we're going from one part of the earth to another part of the earth to a place that doesn't even exist to the freaking moon. You're telling me that half of the maps on this game were in a 1-mile vicinity of each other? That to me is so disappointing. We could be doing so much more with this game. Like, why do we have to stay in this Liberty Falls area? What is so essential about this area? But this doesn't ruin my experience at all with this map by any means. It's just a food for thought in my mind. All in all, this map is excellent. But this map brings in so many new elements in this game that a lot of people are actually complaining about, such as the special enemy spam, the mystery box being useless, people praying for Double Tap's return, and no more vermin and parasite dog rounds. You could tell that the developers are very much so listening to the community, and proves it with this map. Now I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments section. What do you guys think of Shattered Vale? Is there anything that I said that you guys disagree with? Let me know down in the comments section, and I want to have a special thanks to all you guys that watch my videos. For me, time is very important, and the fact that you guys spend some of your time with me means the world to me. It seriously does. So if you guys want to see more content of mine, leaving a like always helps, and subscribing as well. And if you guys want to spank my bells, hey! I will not stop ya. Have a good one, guys. Take care.